Good afternoon, everybody. Well, good evening here in Tampa, Florida. This is Louis Centeno. Welcome to the Louis Centeno Show. I didn't have this planned out, so um, excuse me if I'm a little bit uh, disorganized, but I'm upset. I am really upset. And I know I'm going to be one of many people who are going to defend Ray Fisher. I know I'm just a little small guy down south, Puerto Rican, Latino, Hispanic down south. But this, let me just get this in the right angle. I'm just not. There we go. Oh, give me just a second, guys. There we go. All right. I'm going to go on a rant, and I'm going to talk about the Ray Fisher Warner Brothers situation. So if I get a little bit emotional, when I mean emotional, the Brooklyn, New York is gonna come out on me. I'm gonna give a few minutes for those who's going to hop on online, but it's Saturday, September 5th, 2020. Um, Give me just a second, guys. I should have. There we go. That's better. Not sure if any one of you, if any of you has Twitter. There's a lot going on right now. And the one thing that I dislike the most are bullies. Are people who throw their weight around. People who think that they could get away with things. And what's going on with Ray Fisher and Warner Brothers is a disgrace. Not on Ray's part, but what Warner Brothers are attempting to do to that man is a total disgrace. Disgrace, classless, gutless. I mean, I can't even find the right words to describe how I feel, what they're trying to do to Ray. But there comes a point at a person's life, whether you're a man or a female, that you have to stand for what you believe in. And Warner Brothers don't understand they picked the wrong person to fight. Now, I don't know Ray Fisher. I don't know him. He seems like a wonderful man. He seems like a caring man. So I don't know him. But from afar, to me, he looks like the type of person that if the right thing is not done, and this is the end of his career, if he gets blacklisted, I don't think he's going to go down quietly. He's going to make them squeal. He's going to make sure they are held accountable. He's the type of person, to me, I could be wrong, guys. This is just me reading into the that I see Ray Fisher on social media. But he seems like the type of person that if he gets blacklisted, he's the type of person that he will run for Congress, run for Senate, and held those three stooges accountable. That's what it seems like to me. So Warner Brothers, you there's an old saying, you pay now and play later, or if you play now, you will pay later. What they're doing, not just to him, and I'm going to give you full context what Warner Brothers was trying to do here. It is a disgrace. It is an abomination what they're doing. So Warner Brothers, you expect me, the consumer, to buy into that garbage what you put out? Oh yeah, I've seen this play out before. Isn't it surprising that when you want to discredit a movement or a person, you go to the same people, the same trades? So you expect me, Warner Brothers. You expect me, you the same company that fired Zack Snyder while he was grieving. You expect me, the same company that told everyone that Joss Whedon reshoots were minimum. The same company. The same company. The same company that had its CEO step down for sexual misconduct. That same company. The same company that told everyone the Snyder Cut didn't exist. That same company. That same company. The same company that told us that Zack Snyder personally called Joss Whedon to finish his cut. The same company. You expect me to believe you? Why would Ray Fisher risk his career if he's not telling the truth? Why would a man risk his earning, risk his career to make something up? You really think I'm gonna buy your garbage, Warner Brothers? That I'm gonna buy your garbage? There is no way that Ray Fisher will put out something like this if it was not true. No way. No way any person who has a brain, any person who has a heart, any person with common sense knows that a person with a good character will not risk his career and talk if it wasn't true. Because now you're insulting Ray Fisher. Now you're calling him dumb. That that man is dumb enough to go on Twitter, make accuse those three stooges, because that's what they are. Those three stooges. You really think I'm going to believe that Ray Fisher went on Twitter, accused those people of something that they didn't do? Now, if I, Lewis, just a little old guy with one measly source, have heard rumors what went on after Batman vs. Superman was released, up to when Zack Snyder was fired, up to when Joss Whedon took over, some of the garbage that I heard is horrible. Ray Fisher is not cooperating. Ray Fisher doesn't have to cooperate jack squat. He doesn't have to cooperate. You want to find out the truth? Warner Brothers, you want to find the truth? This is what you got to do. Why don't you ask those interns? Those staffers. Go ask them. They'll tell you. You don't need Ray Fisher. Go ask them. They'll tell you. Folks, you don't think Warner Brothers know what happened? You don't think Walter Hamada knows what was going on? They knew what was going on. What happened is that they thought that no one was going to say anything with the stuff that went on, that garbage that went on. If you want to really get to the bottom of this, and folks, trust me, they know what's going on. They're scared. They're scared because they picked the wrong fight with the wrong man. Go ask those interns. Go ask those small staffers who was harassed by people in authority. That's what I heard, guys. This is what I've been hearing. This is what I heard from 2016. I just never said a word. But now I'm angry. Because they know what happened. They know what went on. And they're going to assassinate Ray Fisher. They're going to try and assassinate Ray Fisher's character. Well, where are your morals? And Soloff, you were brought there for a reason. You took over a company that its CEO stepped down because of sexual misconduct. You took over that. You put out a statement and basically promised the consumer that things was going to change. If you allow this to go unnoticed, if you allow those three stooges to walk free and not be held accountable, you just as bad as Kevin T. Executives sleeping with interns, sleeping with staffers while their wife was pregnant. Offering those interns, threatening them that if they don't sleep with them, they'll get fired. No, Tony, no, not today, Tony. I'm not judging. I'm telling you exactly what I heard since 2016. I'm telling you. I have two girls. Tony, use common sense here. Why do you think they're not talking? Why do you think they're not talking? Why do you think those three stooges hasn't said a word? Well, one Burke said something stupid, booyah. Oh, really? Why do you think they're not defending themselves? Tony, if you're an innocent man and you're being accused of misconduct, would you stay quiet or would you defend yourself? If someone accused me of something that I didn't do, you really think I would stay quiet? Warner Brothers, you want to find the truth? Why don't you find out from those staffers, from those interns around the time of Justice League? Go to them. Some of them were let go. Why don't you ask them if you want to know the truth? Jeff Johns talking to a minor? Really? I wish you would have tried that on my kid. Diane Nelson, you know what happened. You know what happened. And now I don't buy the story, the reason that Diane Nelson left. No, I think she was let go for something bigger than that. I know what you're saying, Tony. I know what you're saying. But again, answer my question then. Why are they silent? I tell you why they're silent. Because they got caught. They got caught. You want to know how I know they got caught? Because you got Walter Hamada telling Ray Fisher, we'll throw Berg, we'll throw Whedon under the bus. Now, why will Walter Hamada say that? Read Ray Fisher's email. Why would Walter Hamada offer Whedon and Berg? You know why he offered them? Because they got caught. There's a storm coming. And you want to save Mr. Johns. I was wrong about you, Mr. Hamada. I never thought that you were aligning yourself with those three stooges. And to all those ladies that experienced that, please don't wait 10, 15, 20 years. Please don't let this be another Harvey Weinstein. Speak up now. You have people who will stand by you. And Tony, trust me, there's proof. There is proof, Tony. There's proof. Well, Lewis, how do you know there's proof? Well, because Walter Hamada offered to throw Berg and to throw Whedon under the bus. If there was no proof, he would not reach out to Ray. And guys, listen. Don't be fooled. The reason that they reached out to Ray Fisher, because they wanted to find out if he knew more than what they already know. And if they didn't know what he knew, the information that they was going to get was to defend Jeff Johns. That's all it was. It was an attempt to gather information to see how much Ray knew, so they could go ahead and defend that stooge over there. But Diane knows, she knows what went on. She knows what went on. Diane, that's right, Diane Nelson knows what went on. Now, obvious. Right. And I stand by that. But yesterday's change, Tony. Yesterday's change. What Warner Brothers put out changed. If they would have kept their mouth shut and not tried to go after Ray Fisher's character, 100% I'm with you, Tony. 100% I'm with you. But the garbage that they pulled off yesterday, last night, oh, it changed me. It changed me. Ray Fisher's not cooperating. Number one, he doesn't have to cooperate. It's your job to find out what's going on. There's more than one person knows what was going on during that time. There was more than one person. Ask the cast. Ask everyone involved with the Justice League production. Ask them. They don't need Ray. They could have done this privately. Let's think. Come on, common sense here. Common sense here. Common sense here. Ray does not have to cooperate. He doesn't have to. Too many people know what happened. This was an attempt to assassinate Ray Fisher's character, and this is an attempt to end his career. And if you don't see exactly what I see, then I don't know. I mean, pay attention. I mean, the garbage, the heresy, what Warner Brothers tried to pull off, they think we're stupid. They really think the consumer's stupid. And if you allow this to go, you're no better than Kevin T. If you allow this to go on with no consequences, you're no better than Jeff Johns. You're no better than Berg. You're no better than Joss Whedon. You're no better than them. You put out a statement that said things was going to be different. Things was going to change. Well, now you have the opportunity. Now you have the opportunity to show us is what the mission statement you put out. Was it from your heart? This is what Tony's saying, guys. I'm just saying that what you said when I asked you what you thought about the Ray Fisher situation on your last video, you said that you will need proof before you make a judgment. Oh, Tony, trust me. There are proof. Screenshot. Messages, emails. Oh, there's proof. There's proof. Texts. There are proof. Now, if I know this, you don't think Warner Brothers know this? They have access to emails, to texts from the victims. If any of the cast or the small people, the interns, the staffers, if you have proof and don't say anything, guess what? You're just like them because you are enabling them. You're allowing them what they did to you to do to others. You're allowing them to do to others what they did to you if you don't speak up. So if you have proof, Ray Fisher opened the door for you. Ray Fisher stuck out his neck, his career, his character for you. He will stand. Not only will Ray Fisher will stand by you, you have the millions of people out there who will stand by you. Now, don't go making up stuff. I'm talking about the actual victim that have proof. The garbage that you guys went through. Speak up. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. And Warner Brothers, if you thought the Snyder Cut movement was big, if you thought what the fans was able to accomplish in 4 years as the movement got bigger and bigger and bigger, as you try to discredit us, as you try every method to try to bring us down, it just made us stronger, bigger. If you think that was big, oh, if you dare fire Ray Fisher, oh boy, there's gonna be an outpour of support for Ray Fisher. I mean, you see it now. You see it now. Let's think logically here, guys. And I know I said this early on, but two things. Either Ray Fish is dumb and lying, or he's telling the truth. Now, why do I say dumb? Because any person who was given that chance come out and make a false accusation is dumb. And he's not dumb. No. Tony, he was not the only cast member that this happened to. There's a 17-year-old girl. At the time she was 17 years old. I think she put out she made a copy of a direct. I'm not sure whether it's a text or a direct message that Jeff Johns was flirting with her and wanted something more than that. A minor. It's out there already. Out there. He's not the only one. Trust me, he's not the only one. Tony, this is not about Josh Whedon. Warner Brothers don't care about Josh Whedon. This is not about Berg. They could care less what happened to those two. This is about Jeff Johns. And you want to know who brought Walter Hamada in? Do you want to know who brought Walter Hamada in? It wasn't Zack Snyder. It wasn't Kevin. It wasn't Toby. You know who hired Walter Hamada? Yup, bingo, Jeff Johns. Jeff Johns brought Walter Hamada in. So it is not a surprise that Walter Hamada is trying to save Jeff John's butt. Not surprising. He has no ties to Josh Whedon. He has no ties to Berg. Now, the chances are in those interns, those staffers that was harassed, especially by Jeff Johns, watching this video, I don't know, it's remote. But you know what I'm telling you is true. You know that he offered to move you up, to put you in a high position if you took good care of him. Happy ending. Speak up. I'm asking you, I'm begging you not to wait 10, 15, 20 years to go by. We need to put a stop to this. Do I think they got paid off not to talk? I mean, you see that happen. I mean, how many times have you seen somebody paying off somebody to be silent? But here's the thing, Tony. I'm not a lawyer, but I know in California, that's illegal. You could pay somebody off to keep silence, but if a crime was committed, that NDA is no longer valid. It's void. It's void. It started from the top. It started from Kevin T. It started from him. If you think that he was the only executive, if you think that he was the only one doing what he was doing, whoever thinks that's not paying attention. They're not paying attention. Oh, karma. It's biting those three stooges. Tony, trust me, that's evidence. Trust me when I tell you it's not a that I make something up that I say, oh Tony, you're doing this without proof. Trust me. Trust me when I tell you there's proof. Trust me when I tell you there's proof. Trust me when I tell you that. There's proof. There's proof. Why do you think Ray Fisher said, hey guys, if you think what I'm saying is a lie, sue me. Bring it. Why do you think he said that? Why do you think Ray Fisher said and told those three stooges that if I'm lying, come get me, come sue me? Why do you think he said that? Do you think he just said it just to say it? Or do you think he said it because he knows there's proof? There's a line from The Dark Knight Rises where Selena Kyle tells Bruce Wayne when they're dancing in the ballroom, there's a storm coming. And folks, last night was an attempt to try to assassinate Ray Fisher's character. But you know what? It's not going to work with Ray. He was supposed to take part in fandom, DC fandom that in last month. Why do you think we didn't? I mean, now correct me if I'm wrong, but I was doing my show and I was watching. So I didn't catch the whole thing, but I didn't see Jeff Johns. Did any of you guys see Jeff Johns? Did any of you see him? Because I didn't. I didn't see him. I mean, again, guys, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from New York. If I know I'm innocent, do you really think I would have let someone accuse me and me run for cover and stay in my room? Do you really think a normal person who is innocent will run and hide? Tony, would you, if you're being accused and you know 1,000% you're innocent, would you go missing in action? Wouldn't you fight? Wouldn't you have your attorney put out a statement? Why do you think those Three Stooges attorney has not put out a statement? Why do you think that? Think about that. None of those three attorneys has put out a statement. Oh, what Mr. Ray Fisher is saying is grossly incorrect, and we will see him in court. You know, the normal standard lawyer statement. Why do you think that? Let's use common sense here. Diane Nelson, I'm pleading with you. You know what happened. There's a reason why you say you're not a fan of Jeff Johns. Please tell us why you're not a fan of him. Please tell us why weren't you a fan of Jeff Johns? Tony, it's too late. It's too late. I think that they're all going to because they have no other choice, Tony. They have no other choice to get involved now. But you know what? Watch what they say. The statement, if there is a statement that is put out, it's going to be a general statement, and you're going to say, well, why didn't you say this in the beginning if you know your client is innocent? Diane, there's a reason why you told the whole world that you're not a fan of Jeff Johns. Please tell us why why you are not a fan of Jeff Johns. It cannot be because of his work. He has written some awesome comic books, so it can't be because of that. Can't be because of that. Because Jeff Johns is highly regarded as far as writing a good writer for comic books. So it can't be because of that. Tell us why you're not a fan of Jeff Johns. Because you know the garbage that went on during the reshoots of Justice League. They thought they were going to gross $1 billion by screwing Zack Snyder, making fun of him, making fun in light of his tragedy. Joss Whedon, Jeff Johns, you are classless, you are gutless, you are garbage. To make fun of Zack Snyder, who was going through what he was going through, losing his daughter to suicide, you would then make fun of his situation. These are the people who Warner Brothers had in charge. It's one thing to move on. It's one thing if you told Zack Snyder, we don't agree with this movie. We're gonna go a different direction. It's one thing to do that, but there's another thing to make fun of him, to grossly mistreat the cast and crew that worked so hard in Justice League. Warner Brothers right now is craving for a leader. Warner Brothers is craving for you and Chernoff to stand up and rise and show the world when this company needed you the most, you got up and you held those people accountable and you hired good people with morals and character. Why don't you bring in young writers and develop them? Develop them. Mold them in the vision that what you want. But do not enable, do not empower those snakes. Because if you allow this to go on and not help people accountable, and I'm sorry, you're exactly like them. So I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt that you just find out what Walter Hamada did. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. No, I don't want Kevin Feige. I'm sorry. His legacy is with Marvel, and leave him there. And I'm not disparaging. He's a great. He's great what he does. So this is not a reflection, Tony, of Kevin Feige work vision. It's not a reflection of that. Just leave him there. It's like asking Joe Torre to manage the Mets. Joe Torre managed the Yankees, and I'm gonna take a Yankee manager. No. I'm sorry. AT&T, Warner Media, you need to step in and hold those people accountable. Because the more quiet you are, the more silent you stay, more stuff is gonna get out. And you don't want that to happen. You don't want rumors to start. You don't want people to start saying, you don't want those casts. God forbid if one of those casts, one of those interns was to tweet a screenshot of what they have. God forbid. God forbid if one of those small people decides to tweet out or show proof of the direct message of the inappropriate misconduct that Mr. Johns was doing. Now, Patty Jenkins and Gal Gadot, they are in a tough situation here. It's not as easy. And I've seen some tweet telling people they're going to boycott Wonder Woman 84. I mean, you can't see this is it's they are in a no-win situation. They are in a no-win situation. But it shouldn't be up to Patty Jenkins. It shouldn't be up to Gal Gadot. It should not be up to them. Patty Jenkins is just a director who's trying to make good movies. Gal Gadot is just an actress who's trying to be the best that she could be. And I get it. To ask her to get involved and risk her career. It's hard. It's tough to swallow. But you know what? Someone at Warner Brothers. You know what? Forget Warner Brothers. Someone at AT&T and Warner Media need to nip this in the butt. So who do I think they should hire at Warner Brothers to fix things? Who do I think? Well, we thought we had one. Why do you think they hire a female? Ann Cernoff. I'm gonna give her a chance. I'm going to just sit back for a couple of months and I'm gonna give her a chance. Because, and why should you take the fall for something that happened prior to you? Doesn't make sense. This happened prior to you being CEO of the company. Do not allow this to continue. I stand with Ray Fisher. Where there's smoke, there's fire, folks. Where there's smoke, there's fire. I don't know who should they hire. I don't know. Because I thought Warner Brothers were headed in the right direction with Walter Hamada and with Ann Chernoff. And Walter Hamada, you're gonna risk your career to defend a man who is accused of doing all that kind of stuff? Thank you. You're going to stand with a man who you know there's proof of what he did. Sorry, guys, for the noise. Oh, thank you. My wife calmed me down a little bit. She got me some pizza and some water. Don't mind me if I eat, guys. This is for you, Mr. Dave Pena. Nice cheesy pizza. This is unreal. Unreal. If there are any reporters out there who will investigate this, please do. I know this show was a last minute thing, but it just got me angry when I saw Warner Brothers try to intimidate a wonderful person. This is what gets me angry, that they know what the man is saying is true and they're trying to silence him. Yeah. But But here's the thing, though, Tony. Tony's talking about Ezra Miller and the incident that he had. The video was taken down. So I don't know whether he paid him off. We don't know whether he paid him off. We don't know if it was truly joking around. We don't know. But the optics, it looked bad. This is unbelievable. I could not stand quiet. And I don't know how many followers. I know I have over 1,000 followers on Twitter. I haven't checked my YouTube. I know it's anywhere between 200 to 500. I mean, I don't know. So I know I'm just a small YouTuber. But we need to stand up, not just for Ray Fisher, but for those victims, for those people, those casts, those crews who experienced the gross misconduct that they had to endure. You may ask, well, if it happened, why they're not talking? I mean, think about it. If you're making 100,000, 200,000, 250,000, and you're the breadwinner, if you speak up, you you could potentially lose your living. It's not easy. That's why it makes what Ray Fisher's doing so admirable, so touchy, that the man will risk his earning, his career, to speak of what is right. You can't buy Ray Fisher. That man has morals. He has guts. You know what he's telling you, Warner Brothers? This is what Ray Fisher is telling you. I made it this far without you, and I don't need you. That's what he's telling you. He's actually telling you, I made it this far without you, and if you get rid of me, I can make it without you. That's what he's telling you. That's why Ray Fisher is exactly what he's telling you. That he doesn't need you. That he can't be bought. Man of character. There's not enough money to buy that man. That's what he's telling you. You must have did something to piss him off. And you probably pissed him off during the reshoots with some of the garbage that he saw. I just hope that there's someone who is just as courageous as Ray Fisher stand up and speak. We cannot let this go by. We can't wait 15, 20 years. If people would have spoke up 20 years ago, what Harvey Weinstein was doing back then, if people would have spoke up back then, he would not hurt those actresses. So, folks, I'm gonna wrap this up real soon. Please share this video because this is my passion. And listen, I'm always, I will always believe you're innocent until you're proven guilty. I will always believe that. I've always believed that both sides should be heard. Tony, I've always believed that. That still has not changed. That hasn't changed. You may say, well, Lewis, it has changed. Look what you're saying about Ray Fisher. No, 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 it hasn't changed. Because I've watched this unfold. And instead of Warner Brothers putting out a statement that they are investigating and they will let the attorney, handle everything, they put out a statement to basically to try to defame Ray Fisher's character. I've seen this happen before. I've seen this happen before. This is Ray, if you watching, I'm just a little Latino, Hispanic, Puerto Rican. I know I'm just one person. I know I don't have too much followers, and Twitter is over 1,000, which is okay. Excuse me. And in YouTube, I'm not sure how many subscribers I have. But I promise, I will speak out. I will defend the little, the one who feels that you've been wrong, the powerless. And if any one of you, those small, those interns, the staffers, you want to reach out to me, you're more than welcome to come on my show and tell your story. And if you don't want to tell your story on my show, I don't care. But your story does need to be heard. And make sure you bring proof. So we could finally put an end to this. Yes. What would brighten my day a little? Because this is more serious. Yes, having a Superman movie will make me happy. I won't lie. And although I desperately want a Superman movie, we're talking about people's lives and career, dignity. So Ray Fisher, my brother, estoy contigo. I'm with you. Thank you for speaking up for the little people. Thank you for speaking up for those people who was taken advantage of. And my friend, somehow I have a funny feeling down the road. I don't know, it's 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years. I don't know. But I see you in public as a public servant, serving the people. I see that in you. What you did was admirable, that you stand up and you're doing what is right. And not to get too political, but that's what Washington needs. I don't care if you're a Democrat, if you're a Republican, you're independent. Washington needs people with character, people with morals. And Ray Fisher, he looks like that person. Man of character and man of morals. That he will not be bought. A man or a woman. Watch out for a man or a woman who cannot be bought, who has determination to get the job done. Watch out for those kind of people, because the world need those kind of people. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Hopefully, I'll have a show next Saturday. I'm working on something. Should something major happen this week, I'll try to do a show. I've been laying low because I'm trying to recuperate. I'm still recovering for the COVID-19. So, guys, please share this video. Please share it. You go to my YouTube page. Hit the subscribe button, hit that notification button. Go to my Twitter page, visit my Twitter page, follow me, share this content, share this video. We have to let Ray Fisher know that we stand by him, and we have to let those staffers and interns know that they have a voice. They deserve to be heard, and we will listen. All right, everybody, enjoy your day, enjoy your evening, enjoy your week. Happy Labor Day to all.